Hi, I'm Jeff, Customer Service Manager here at GoPinLeads, Customer Success Manager, rather. Hi, Andrew. Randall's already ready and waiting. Good to see you there, Andrew. Always good to have you on the webinar. So do me a favor, everybody, and get yourselves ready for a good session today. I'm going to show you quickly how to access the live chat. Then we're going to dive straight in. Tell me in the meantime, how's your day going? Are you stressed out? It's Wednesday, it's hump day, it's in the middle of your day if you're in Europe, and it's kind of only beginning if you're out in the States on EST or equivalent time zone. So let me know how you're doing. How's it hanging in your neck of the woods? Right, this is how you access the live chat. If you're screaming for a way to interact but don't know how to yet, let me solve your conundrum for you. If you look on your screen as soon as the loading has completed, sometimes this loading story can be a real debacle. You'll notice in the video window that you're watching me in, there's a YouTube logo. Give that a click. When you give it a click, that will launch you through to YouTube itself. And then you'll be able to continue watching in the same way you were before, but on YouTube itself. Give the logo a click. On the right-hand side, you'll see the live chat. You may have to open this if it's not open already, but it's a good way to get interacting here. All right. So let's dive in today. So the focus today is really on speed, okay? Now, the reason that speed is important to me is that, in the process of doing an email outreach campaign, you've got a couple of different priorities, all right? Priority 1, you've got to find people to email. Priority 2, you've got to write the email. Priority 3, you've got to send the email. Priority 4, you've got to find out what happened after you sent that email. And priority 5, follow up, okay? So the important thing here is that you've got to make sure that your strategy is in line. And finding the people that you're going to be contacting first and foremost is where you're going to start. And you can imagine if the first step takes forever, you're not going to want to have a look at step 4, 5, and onwards. All right, so let's make this first step painless, yeah? You've done a search, or I've done a search for construction companies. It's going throughout the entire USA here. So I'm going to change the location. Now, I'm not interested in having this level of vagueness, so I'm going to scroll in and just use the first name that pops into my screen, which is Albuquerque. And thank the Lord for predictive text. So here you go, construction companies near Albuquerque. And this is where we go ahead and open the GoPinLeads Chrome extension using the logo. And I've already signed in. For those of you who don't know how to sign in, keep your eye on our Facebook page. I'll give you the details at the end, and there'll be a video coming out very shortly walking you through that. But just so you know, the login process is really straightforward, and it depends on how, of course, you've logged in, whether with social media or with your email address. Now, you'll always see this, how GoPinLeads works and what details do you want to receive. So if you choose all contact details, you'll get all of the contact details that we can find for that individual, including 1 email per contact. The remaining contact details will be free. Then just emails. If we find more than 1 email address for a contact, you will be charged for all of them. This is the option I'm going to choose right now for this search, and I'm going to go ahead and press select all. Pressing select all pulls through all the results from my Google Maps search, and I'm going to go ahead and press next page. And this is something that's going to become even quicker in the future because we're getting rid of this load more and next page, clicking. It's all going to be automated very soon. It's something we're working on, and it looks very promising so far. So give me a thumbs up if you're excited for that. No more load more buttons, no more of that. You can always go ahead and grab the maximum number of leads at the click of a button. If that sounds good to you, give me a shout. So I'm going to go ahead and continue capturing these leads until I get to roughly 150. I may even go on to 200 because I want to show you really how quick this process is. Okay, this webinar has been going for really a very short amount of time so far, about 10 minutes or so. And I've done a lot of waffling and introducing and stuff like that. So I'm going to go up to 200 just to show you how quick this is. Okay, so we're at 179 now. Remember, we're looking at construction companies in Albuquerque. On 198. And going in one level deeper, I'm on 218. Okay, I could go on and on and on until Google runs out of results, but I'm going to press continue this time. All right. And now I'm going to be looking for the employees. Now, this is where you will be most familiar with the load more button. This is where the load more button is most prevalent. There you go. There the little guy is. Pressing that, of course, is going to be a thing of the past really soon. Let me know if you're excited for that. And this is going to be a little show off as well, because I'm going to do something that I haven't done on the last couple of webinars. I'm going to go ahead and show you the search refine box. Okay, so while this is loading and loading more and loading more, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens if you use the search refine box. Okay, now this is going to allow you to reiterate what is important to your search. Okay, you want to reiterate, you only want people from Albuquerque. You can also put in job titles. So perhaps you're only after CEOs. Your interest point may be CEOs, so put that in there and it will come up with people who have used that tag in their online presence. Okay, so that is going to give you some adjustability with your search. I put in Albuquerque because I want to reiterate I only want people who live and work in Albuquerque. CEO I've put in as a job title because that's the type of person I want to talk to. You can also put in company names, for example, Klinger Constructors LLC, or whatever company you see on the side there that you want to focus in on for this report, for example. But you can also go in and put in related searches and remove certain individuals as well. Okay, so if you want to remove anyone who uses the keyword timber, just subtract symbol, type timber, and out they come. Simple as that. All right, so now I've got my list for United States, Albuquerque, CEOs, and nobody, please, who works with timber. So that's the search refine box, and this load more button now is taking all of that into account and showing you the people who are most closely related to that, or the people who have used those tags, and of course removing anyone who works with timber or has that timber keyword there. So if you want to know how many employees you found so far, hit the select all button. That's already up to 79 employees. I'm going to keep going with the load more button. Simple reason is I want to show you how deep this is possible to take it. Okay, so it's all going to come to a head. Eventually, the load more button does stop showing up after a time. But remember that very soon we're going to be making the load more button obsolete because it will just load all on its own. Okay, so I'm up to 133 employees. You can see the load more button has ceased to show up. So I'm going to press select all. I've got 218 businesses, 164 employees. And together that's 382 credits. If I press finish now, it takes me through to the report tab, and I'm going to hit create report because I want to show you what this ends up looking like. Okay, so in the meantime, while that is busy building itself, I'm going to show you the web app side of things. And last week I showed you a lot more to do with Employee Search, which is the new tool that we've just launched. It's limited in its beta form as it currently is to 100 results, but soon this will become thousands. And this is already getting people some really, really good results, and you can get some crazy specific stuff out of this. So I encourage you to go and play with it, see what is popping with Employee Search, and just find the most niche people you can. Give it a test. Let me know. I'm going to give you my email address real quick. You can let me know what the outcome of your testing has been. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say always. My email address is in the comments for you right now. Okay, so before I go on and show you the web app, I'm going to just want to quickly show you again how you can open the live chat and get interacting in this webinar. We've got a comment from Andrew Randall from earlier, who was ready and waiting. Now, Andrew, for those of you who don't know Andrew Randall, he's somewhat of a webinar alumnus. He has been here for so many of these, and he is always a great addition to have around. Now, this is how you can open the live chat and become a bit more like Andrew Randall, and I promise you that's a good thing to strive for. All right, so comment the most, win a free one-on-one with me. That is basically your incentive. Remember, with every email campaign you do, there's a call to action. Well, that's yours to go ahead and click on the YouTube logo within the video that you're watching me on, and that'll launch you through to youtube.com. If you're already on youtube.com, awesome. Go ahead and contact me in the live chat now. Say hi, tell me how you're doing, tell me what the weather's like, tell me what you think of the tool, tell me anything you wish to share. Super interested to hear from all of you, and just makes me smile, as I'm sure Andrew can attest to that. All right, so I showed you Employee Search, and I'm also in previous webinars recently have shown you how to conduct searches using the web app. Now, this is similar to using the Google Maps Chrome extension combination, but the important thing to remember here is that we recommend you start with the Chrome extension Maps combination and then do follow-up searches here. Now, a really nice thing about all of this is the following. If you are very much of the wanting to save money sort of frame of mind, which I really hope you are at this stage, then I'm going to show you something really cool. This is an email that you get after every search that you've done, and it shows you a little bit more information. You've looked for 218 businesses, 164 employees. There's a button to see the report in GoPinLeads, and then this is where your money saving comes in. So 277 leads didn't have email or phone information. Now, that can happen. Sometimes the information is simply unavailable or is behind a wall of some kind. So in this case, we give you the credits back immediately, automatically. We detect it, we give it back to you. You don't have to monitor anything. Also, we're refunding you 277 credits as a result. Now, if you had, for example, found some of these businesses previously, you will get a note in this transparency policy saying that you found X number of these people previously, so we're returning you the credits for that as well. So we keep refunding you stuff to keep you in the money for as long as possible. Total out with the credits charged for how many leads and for the number of extra emails that you received. So this is what it looks like when the report is finished. This logo on the side and this writing on the top takes you through to your reports page, where you can see what your search was, what the location was, what the leads number of leads was that was selected was, the type of search, date of the search. You can see the report and you can download the report with just a click, and it comes out as an XLS file. So for now, I'm going to click See Report. Going through to the report now shows me the businesses and the employees tabs. Now, remember, every single area where an email address is not shown, you will not be charged for that information. However, it is very important to show you the other ways you can view this. I've mentioned you can download the Excel file. You can also press this button to view in Google Sheets. Now, this will pick you through to Google Sheets, and there is something here that you need to make sure you do. You'll see that this view only window pops up here when your report loads through. That's because this is the safe version that no one can ever mess with, that we've saved for your safety on our drive and for our future reference. So if you press File and make a copy, you can copy this to your own drive. Make sure it says My Drive, press OK, and it'll take you through to your own copy that you can then change, filter, and upload into your own mail merge systems. Super easy to do, super easy to work with. So these are the employees with no names, as you can see down here. This is the list of employees. Remembering that anytime you don't get an email address, you are not charged for that line of information. So that is the in and out of it. That is how it all comes together. I'm going to show you something now as well. This is our GoPinLeads Facebook community. And of course, you're going to get the link to this in the comments immediately. It should already be there. And you're going to be able to see some more info here about GoPinLeads. There's a ton of useful information. Here's a little video that encourages you to introduce yourself. It's a very interactive place to be, and we are always posting on there, and we are always asking people new questions. Any questions that you have are also answered, and our community gets involved to a great extent. This is our other Facebook group, and I'm going to give you the URL for that. That should also be in your comments now. And this here is the Sales Leads and Pro Content Facebook group. It's a really nice place to be. Here you've got a welcome from Raj himself. He posts a lot, okay? And it is very helpful. You can see we've got a very interactive community where people love to get involved and make their voices heard. So I would really welcome you to join both of these. The links are in the comments for you to go ahead and make use of, all right? Very important. Now, do remember, if you have anything to say, go ahead and pop a comment below for me. I'm very much interested in hearing what you've got to say, hearing anything from your point of view about the tool. And I want to show you some more cool stuff while I wait for your comments. This is the last thing I'm going to show you. This is GoPinLeads.com, and this is a great place to come if you want some more reassurance, encouragement, or information. So we've got a blog, really cool little blog there. We've got a support center that is very, very tip-top, really well run. We've got some success stories here. Now, this is what I really wanted to show you. This is to inspire you, to make you think in new ways about how to use the tool, and to identify new wins in your life and new wins in your company. I want to make sure that you're able to go through this and get the most out of it. So with that, I'm going to love you and leave you all. I see no comments below, just the one from Andrew Randall. I hope you've all had a really good one, and a special smiles to Andrew Randall, our repeat offender on these webinars. You keep coming back, Andrew, and it's great to have you every time. Cheerio, everybody, and do email me. My email address is in the